working. Oh, I think it is working. Ah, maybe. Oh my God, please. Don't switch to analytics. I don't want to see how many people aren't watching. I don't want to see that. Okay. All right. So housekeeping things. Share on Twitter. Tweet. There it is. Okay. No thumbnail. I forgot YouTube is like not doing thumbnails because it's trying to suppress things. Copy video link. Definitely not putting it. Whoa. What? Print? What is happening? Did I click the wrong thing? Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay. One moment, any of you who are already here. Gotta just do some little housekeeping things. I'm streaming. Okay. I'll post that. That should work. All right, that's good. All right. Okay. I can't think of anywhere else that I need to post that. Hold on. Let me pop you. Wait. Where's the chat on the thingy? Okay, good. There's just a delay. Okay, good. I was worried you guys weren't going to show up. All right, hold on. I got to move this. Everything has to be just right. I got to move that there. I got to put this monitor brightness up because it's bothering me. I don't like it. It's not good enough. Put it up to a 37 because it has to be a 7 or a 3 for the ones place. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. Hello. Hi everyone. It's been a little while since I did the intro thing. My cup is getting cold, so you can't see them very well. You know how Hot Topic has a bunch of these cups? GameStop has them too, but they get warm when you put the warm drink in them. I have one. I have a DBZ one, and I have this one. It's pretty neat. Hi. It is 12:18 p.m. my time, and I am just now having my coffee, because that's how we live in this house. Just the epitome of dysfunction here, or something. Hello everyone, and welcome back. It's, how does it go? Your host, Michelle, aka Chat-Mort, and thank you so much for turning once again to my humble little channel. Woo, fancy. All right, I gotta sit on my feet. I know, starting off strong, because I switched to a chair that's not disintegrating to the point where I've got chair pieces on my desk at work and I'm picking pieces of like faux leather out of my teeth. I found a new chair that's not falling apart. So here I am. Eric said epitome of dysfunction. I've seen worse. The epitome of hyperbole. Yes. Hi. Who all is here? Hello, everyone. God, I never remember how to say your name. This is a very bad start. Oh dear. Mikhail Skalberg. Michael, I don't know how to say your name. Hi. Hi, Charles Gilliland. I haven't seen you in ages. And hi, Painkiller, and the VGC. Hello, Chronicide, and Bugman, and Allie, and Joys of Sorrow. Long time no see, says Allie. That is for sure. I don't think I've streamed in probably close to 2 months. Good God, it's been so long. Hi, Mitch. And hi, Eric. I don't know if I greeted you. Hello, Thomas Adams. Yeah, Joyce said, when you say Chat-Mort with that accent in the beginning, it sounds like Chat-Mort. Does sound like I'm saying shat. Does sound like I'm saying the past tense of poo. Yeah. Thomas Adams said, are you doing all right? I think so. I'm okay. I'm all right. Look at this cool shirt I'm wearing. Isn't it pretty? This is from Carlisle, because we send each other presents on Amazon. Here, and I know none of you care. Your dudes largely don't care about my shirt. But look, it's cute. It's gray. Look how, I'm losing so much weight that like my ribs hurt from how much they're poking out. And it's got a little graphic thingy-mahoos on the sleeves. It's neat. It's just pretend to care. Just be like, oh wow, that's really nice, Michelle. Wow. And then I'll be happy. And then we can move on. Ugh. So, Carlisle the place. No, my friend Carlisle. I hope he shows up so I can link his stuff. I would link his Twitch. Crap, I don't know if I can find a link to it at the moment. Maybe he'll show up. Why not be a full-time cougar? This is Painkiller 1988. Well, am I old enough to be a cougar? I don't know. Was that a joke about the material? I don't know. Painkiller 1988 said 2020 was poo-poo. I don't know that I would disagree. Hi, Whitechapel 88. Yay, hi Ben from Gulf City. How is everybody? I hope everyone's well. I'm actually... Woo! Look, it's aqua! It's not like that icky, like, burnt auburn color anymore. I like that. I wish I could control that. But I don't know how. How are you guys? How is everybody doing? Alright, look. My hair looks greasy. I know none of you noticed or care, but I don't like it. But I tried to use this weird... I tried to use this weird dry shampoo stuff because I use the, like, aerosol dry shampoo and it's awful. It's all, like, really strongly perfumey, and my fiance hates it and my cats hate it, and they get all sneezy and shit when I use it, and I don't want to offend them. I don't want them to have trouble breathing, so I don't want to use that. So I bought this foaming stuff. It's weird. You, like, spray it on your hands and it goes, like, it expands greatly when exposed to outside of the can, and it's cold, and you, like, smush it on your head. It's this foam that's, like, cold and it feels wet because it feels cold, and then you rub it in and it, like, it's liquidy foam, and then it, like, kind of turns dryish and absorbs into your hair. I know there's some really expensive products that, like, wealthy ladies use that are similar to that, but I tried to use that today. I bought it just on a whim because it looked weird, and I didn't know how it could possibly work. Silly String, pretty much Anne Frankenberry, yes. Hi, RJ. Hi, Cody D. I don't know if I greeted you. I don't know if I've seen you here before. Welcome. I hope you're having a good day so far. But I tried to use it, and it just made my hair look even greasier, so I am displeased because I don't want it to look greasy. So, anyway, nobody cares. Yes, I'm here. This is my first stream of the year, like in the third week of the first month of the year, when I was going to try and stream every week at least. Hi, Mr. Cassowary. Welcome. But look at this ring I got. Again, you don't care, but it's like a fairy. See, it's cool. I thought I could wear it for side quest. But I'm leaving. I'm leaving shortly, for real, because I have somewhere to be. But, you know, I kind of got into this habit last year. I don't believe I did it the year before, where if I was going to sit down for a couple hours to do my makeup and stuff to go anywhere on the weekend or whatever, a day I had off work, I figured why not just hang out with you guys and chat. So here I am. I'm going to be doing my makeup while we chat, so I won't be able to see everything that you say, but I'll try to pay attention to as much as possible. And, smells so good. And, stuff. So, yeah, we can just visit and chat, and then I will go away, and then you guys will go away, and then we'll have a good day, ideally. So, yes. I'm just here for, like, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. I really need to hurry. I didn't start getting ready very early, because I usually don't. Did I read that already? Painkiller 1988 said, I hope you're doing well, Mort. Did I just read that out loud? I'm doing okay, I think. And that's probably what I just said when I answered it before. Joy said, how was your holiday and time off? It wasn't bad. It was a little bit stressful. But not too bad. It's always nice to have time off. I get like 2 weeks off, Christmas, New Year's, around that time. So that was really nice. I got to see a lot of family, and I got people gifts that they really liked, and it was nice. So I'm back at work sort of like part-time right now. But everything is going all right. It's not too bad. RJ said, dry shampoo? Should we call you a greaser? Please don't. No, you can. I don't care. Ooh, Ben got a raise. That's awesome. Congratulations. Good for you. And hello, Mr. Cassowary. Oh, Buckman said, now your hair looks good today. Thanks. Cody said, thank you. Happy to be here. Well, good. I hope hanging out will be pleasant, and uneventful in a good way and stuff. Okay. Oh, you're going to play dusk. Bye. All right. I gotta actually get moving here. I need to put this thing out of the way somehow to get under it. I can just... Okay, that's fine. I was thinking I might have to, like, clip it up. I have, like, a snack bag clip that's falling apart, and I was gonna clip my bangs up. Should I do it anyway, just because it'll look stupid and funny? Oh, I unbroke it. I think people do this, like, I think ladies who do, like, their makeup, like, makeup tutorials on YouTube, they use clips to, like, hang their hair up like curtains out of the way. I can, like, can I, like, use a snack bag clip to hold my bangs up? No. The whole point of the bangs is to kind of conceal a giant forehead, so let's just pretend that didn't happen, okay? Oh, hi, John Dufresne, just getting ready for work. Well, I hope it's a good day at work. I hope it passes quickly and efficiently, and you feel like you did a good job when you get home. Yes. Hi, just that guy over there. I know I'm here. I am actually here. Oh, it looks even greasier now. Oh, God. Okay, I'm distracted. Yay, yes. I don't know what he's doing. I apologize. Oh, God. I don't want to talk about Jeffree Star. I don't want to be scarred. He's a strange individual. Very, very strange. I have to smell everything. Okay, it smells exactly... Whoops. Exactly like it used to. This really isn't bright enough. I think this will be okay. Alright, should we do the goofy, like, beauty guru YouTuber makeup tutorial thing? Alright, ladies. Alright, sisters. Put the goo on your eyelids and then smear it around so the other goo will stick on top of it and look pretty. That's step one. You're welcome, John. Cody said, how long do you normally give yourself to get ready? Lol. I lost like half of these makeup brushes. I bought like a set of them that are all like these nice purpley colors, and they're all gone. They fall out and then the cats put them places, and then you never see them again. I need to order another set of them. Okay. Very distracted by my greasy bangs. I used to take a really long time to get ready. Like in high school and for the first like year of college. Oh, I heard a little sound. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. I used to take like at least an hour to get ready. In high school, I would do a full face of makeup every day. And it took a long time. The amount of effort I put in is just baffling to me as someone who is as lazy as I am now. So, I don't know how I did it. And I don't know how I did it in college either. By the end of college, I don't think I could muster that much enthusiasm because it finally broke my spirit. Look how greasy my hair looks. It's awful. Stop lying and saying it looks okay. That's not necessary. But yeah, now I don't know. Now I don't do as much. Like, every once in a while on the weekend, I'll do a bunch of eyeshadow and stuff, because it is fun. I do enjoy it. But I don't do like the whole thing to go to work. I just put a little bit of it on and go. The only time I do really put like a whole face on, like with the skin colored stuff, is when I do side quest. But I like that because it gives me an opportunity to like put the whole face of makeup on. And another reason I don't wear, do I have any of them here? I use these like weird little stick things. I don't know if I have any of them down here. The reason I don't do like a whole face of makeup and I just basically do my eyes and maybe a little bit of colored chapstick or whatever. Oh, hi, Scribe. Your Mort Thrapple message didn't appear. Well, that's weird. Well, we do know that the place where that sort of meme originated has been deemed by our Silicon Valley overlords to be unscrupulous. So maybe it has something to do with that. Who else is here? I hope you're doing well, Scribe. I hope you're having a good day. Hi, Check Your Logic. Hi, Dollar Bill. How are you? I need to do like my weird little kind of seizure-y waves when you guys show up. I need to get back into that habit. Yeah, Tailed Feature is in big trouble. I was absolutely dumbfounded by that. I mean, I shouldn't have been. I'm not necessarily surprised, but it's still infuriating, you know, one of those things. I'm not disappointed. I'm just angry. The opposite of what your parent says to you to like devastate you. Instead of not being angry and being just disappointed, I am, okay, that's not the opposite of what I said. Please ignore me. Hi, Okie Native. You poke sticks into your face. Yes, I do, and I take great pride in it. Hi, Eledius. Did I say hi to you yet, Eledius? What did he do? I don't know how to articulate this. He really didn't do anything. Do you want to explain, Scribe? I don't know. I don't know if I'd be able to find the tweet to link here to show you guys. That would probably be the easiest thing to do as opposed to trying to paraphrase. I don't know why I put this in my mouth. I didn't need to do that. All right, let me see. Where is it? Here, I'll just show you guys. Copy link to tweet. Here. It should let me send that. Yeah, so inexplicably, PayPal made him confirm his identity, and when he did, it locked him out forever for wrong think or being too likable or something. I don't know, but it's just, you know, it's happening. All of the bad things are happening that all the like so-called conspiracy theorists tried to warn us about. It's a bad time when like everything that Alex Jones and Glenn Beck said would happen is actually real and happening. It's strange times we're living in. So yeah. But yeah, that's what happened. It's kind of unreal. So, hi Basil. Basil is delicious. I love basil. Okay, I'm getting off on a tangent and I've done nothing toward my objective here yet. All right, wait, frick. No, I should do the highlight before the eyebrows. I don't even know how to do this. It's been so long since I've done it. All right, sisters. So we're going to take this fluffy brush here. Fluffy, there you can see fluffy, but not too fluffy, because the other brush that's actually too fluffy, I lost it somewhere. So, take your highlighter, whatever looks best on your skin tone, and put it on your brow bone, because making your eyebrows look like they stick out further and are shiny, for some reason, is very desirable. Are you learning? You better all send me pictures of you looking beautiful and glamorous later, or I'll be very disappointed. Just that guy over there said, do you prefer Italian basil or Thai basil? I haven't the slightest idea what the difference is. So, I don't know. I really don't know. It's not very helpful, is it? I didn't know there were different kinds of basil. Is it just the same thing used in different ways? I'm getting distracted. Oh, I have a message request. Oh, that's probably a bot. You know, it really takes the wind out of your sails when somebody sends you tatas, but it's just a bot and not an admirer. Okay, I'm not checking Twitter DMs. I'm not distracted. I'm on task. Okie Native said Thai basil isn't basil, but it's delicious. Yeah, Okie Native asked if anybody apologized to... How do you say his name? Ick? Do you just say Ick? David Ick? And Alex Jones? No, nobody's apologized to them. Well, it's the same thing as like, okay, so I grew up listening to Glenn Beck, and I love the guy. I can't help it. I think he means well, and he's very good at comedy, I believe, in my very, very strange opinion. But like he's been talking about this stuff. You know, he studies history, and he seems to actually kind of have Ike. Okay, I'm sorry. He seems to really have a knack for being able to tell where things are going based on, you know, what cycles throughout history that nations and cultures go through. He sees, you know, that the current things are resembling. And like he was talking about the caliphate like 10 years before it became a big scary thing that everybody knew about. And everybody was making fun of him, like CNN and all these other people were making fun of him and mispronouncing the word on purpose and being like, he's just making up weird words about people who live in other countries. And then there was a decent amount of time where we thought ISIS was going to kill everybody. So he was kind of right. Sometimes he's kind of right, you know? I'm just saying. All right. Also, you got to use this gooey... You gotta use this gooey thing, this white eyeliner, to make your inner eye corners really, really, really white. I don't know why. I don't know the rationale for this, but you must, because I do it, and I just started doing it, and now I just always do it. So, I don't know. Hi, Anon. The basil that has a bit of a licorice kick to it. Oh, I don't know if I've ever had that. Ben said, Titty Bot's disgusting. Where do I find that? Oh, you know, they're around. If you like certain people's posts on Instagram, you get a ton of them bothering you in your DMs. So, you know, don't do that. Don't like safe for work selfies from adult film stars on Instagram, or you just will get just a deluge of really annoying, spammy, not safe for work bots in your DMs. If you're bored, you can give it a try. But it always kind of annoys me when it happens because they don't really like me because they're not real. And I'm also not very likable, so. I'm gonna have to put more coffee in this so they come back. I love them so much. I've got a couple other cool coffee cups I want to show you guys. I'm gonna definitely try to stream at least weekly from now on, like I said in my prior video. Tom Young, your name is Young, correct? I don't remember how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. Said, no, Glenn Beck's radio show specifically is very good. It's a TV show where he's got Bible sticking out of his ears. Yeah, his TV show, because I'm trying to remember. He was on CNN first, and finally they were tearing their hair out because they couldn't take it anymore, and they kicked him out, and then he was on Fox for a while, and then Fox was tearing their hair out about his antics, and then they kicked him out, and then he and Levin merged their networks into what they have now, right? I think. I vaguely remember from watching a little bit of news and him coming on at night, like in high school. His show was weird because he looks like a madman, you know, like there are so many different things where he would be like trying to describe all different things and how all these things from all different eras throughout history and weird things going on with different governments and different weird news events going on in the world, that he would have to have like a whole room of just like chalkboard paint on the walls, and it looked like Oh my God, is that the right movie? It looked like the scene in A Beautiful Mind. That's the one, right? Where is the social worker lady or whatever goes out to his garage and it's just the whole wall is just plastered with papers with the little strings to them. It looks like that. It looks like that scene in every movie ever. Um, uh, and just that guy over there said, I would follow your makeup tutorial, but I'm pretty sure the result would make Medusa look like Salma Hayek in comparison. She is hot. Not Medusa, the other one. Um, what else? Hi, Degens. It's been a while since I caught a stream. It's good to see you back in action. Thank you. I have cat hair in my bra. It's annoying. Okay. But thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope none of you were concerned about my absence. It smells so good. Okay, not everything smells good, but the things that I smell usually it doesn't, it's not a horrible thing. Usually it doesn't bite me to smell things. This smells very good. Most things at least smell interesting. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I truly don't. Okay, all right, Tom. Thank you. RJ said, doesn't Glenn Beck own The Blaze? He owned, I don't know if he still owns it, but he owned his own, like, streaming thing. Because, like, Levin did his own thing first, and then Beck did his own thing, and then they merged them into whatever their thing is called now. I think it's got a similar name, but I am not sure. I cannot stand how greasy my hair is. It is really distracting. I need to get on task. I need to put some makeup on my eyelids and such, and I'm just not doing it. I'm not making any headway here. I just need to pick a color. I just need to pick a color and get started. Okay. All right. Pick a color. Any color. I'm picking this color. All right. Yes, let's go. All right, sisters. Now we put this like kind of mauve-y color on the crease of our eyelids. And I'm going to talk about them being our eyelids because they are like communism eyelids. We all own them. Because that like plural possessive that YouTubers do is not creepy or annoying whatsoever, right? It's totally normal for them to talk about things not just like they're your friend, but like they actually own items in your life and attached to your person. No sarcasm detected, I'm sure. Well, the modern Medusa, yeah, she's hot. The older one from other times and other places, she scares me. Hi, Zach Osborne. Did I say hi to you yet? Always smelling things. Yes, I am. Hi, Froman. I have arrived to say your mom gay. Wait, according to Miss Steam, I am your mom. This backfired. Well, you know, the truth always prevails, somehow, in the end. Anon, this chair is not, like, falling apart like my old one, so I can't, like, sway back and forth. I have to fight it. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Anon said, you're a tough cookie to break. I have faith you'll see your current troubles through as you have done in the past. Well, thank you. Thank you. I actually think I am doing the same. There's been a bunch of super stressful stuff going on, obviously, as has been the case for most people. I need to use a different thingy brush for this part. But I had a bunch of crazy stuff happen over the Christmas holiday break. Just a whole bunch of things happened all at once to where it wasn't restful. I didn't have time to work on my commissions for people that I was drawing. It was just a whole bunch of kind of like unexpected, unpredictable type events that all, I don't know, culminated in it being like the 23rd, and I still didn't have any presents. So I just had to drive in a terrible ice storm and just go to whatever stores were open to get gifts for people and stuff, because it was really crazy. Just a lot of things happened. Not all bad, but it's just been very hectic lately. So, you know, that and the whole, like, I'm probably gonna end up in gulags thing. I mean, I know it's not that bad, but that stuff is very aggravating, too. the whole thing where, you know, like, did you guys see on Twitter? Maybe you didn't because you're not insane, so you don't waste your time on Twitter, unlike me. There was this, like, socialist party, like this radical socialist party or something in England that got kicked off of Facebook, I think, for being a danger. And enough people were outraged that Facebook was pressured into letting them back online. But it's like, I thought it was at least going to take a couple of years before people on the left realized that the elites are not just going to stop at depersoning and censoring conservatives. But, you know, it's happening. Everything's happening really fast. It's like the whole recent arc in MHA where you're like, for God's sake, please slow down. Please slow down. I knew all this was coming, but you give me like 5 seconds to breathe, please. Everything is like accelerating. Like whoever's writing this is pacing it really poorly. Like they jammed everything in the last like 2 chapters before the apocalypse, and they should have paced it better, you know. But yeah, what do I know? I didn't write the book, so according to fans of it, I don't get to criticize. I'm just going on nonsensical tangents at this point. I don't know what I'm talking about. Frick, it jumped. Frick, I'm really behind. Frick. Tom said, for some reason, boobs from baskets specifically generated titty bots like crazy for a while, but unlike other titty bots, they didn't have profile pictures. Yeah, interesting. Check Your Logic said, I was concerned about your absence mainly because of your birthday and the holiday season. Yeah, thank you. I know a lot of people have a really difficult time around the holidays and stuff, but I was all right, and my birthday was really nice too. And there were times when I meant to make videos or at least just kind of post some things on my Instagram stories that were happening, and I just didn't get the opportunity. I didn't, and so I do apologize if I worried any of you. I am all right. So, all right-ish. I'm here. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I'm here. Well, oh, accidentally discovered it because an episode of Baskets had this ginger juggalo with big, beautiful hooters, and I tweeted about the boobs from Baskets. That sentence was just an adventure my brain wasn't prepared for. Ginger juggalo with big, beautiful hooters. I just discovered a new kink. Okay, moving right along. Mort, are you saying you own our eyelids, says you degens? I mean, obviously, I'm a YouTuber, you know? So, obviously, I am a better friend to you than your own family or best friends, and I know everything about you, and we have a very authentic personal relationship, and if that ever sort of treads into creepy-ish territory where I act entitled to things, or I kind of get a god complex toward you all, that's just what YouTubers do, so it's okay, you know? You know what I'm saying? Ooh, Okie Native said, this lady friend of mine watches a makeup channel where she talks about true crime during the process. I hope that's Bailey Sarian, because I discovered her like a year and a half ago, and I love her. I love her. She is hilarious. Because like her personality is such that you can't tell if she's like putting on the whole sort of Paris Hilton persona. Because at first I was like, this lady is, I don't want to call her ditzy. I don't know what to say that isn't going to sound insulting and derogatory, but her whole persona is very sort of like Kardashian Paris Hilton-y. But then as she's doing her like unbelievably gorgeous makeup and talking about true crime stuff, every once in a while she'll get in like a little comment or something really witty where you think, this is like self-aware, isn't it? This is like her putting on a persona to be funny, isn't it? And I adore her. She's really interesting and charming. If that's who your friend watches, if you even know the name of the person. But I do like that channel. I like her a lot. It's just funny because the whole like lockdown deal, I know a lot of people started watching way more YouTube and stuff, but I actually stopped. I started watching a bunch more anime and just doing other things. So there were a bunch of YouTube channels that I really liked. All right, okay. I don't look like Gara anymore. The eyebrows are coming back. Everything is in order. Everything is going to be okay now. All right. That's really square. It's not supposed to be square like that, but I will manage. But I didn't watch much YouTube for a long time, and I do this thing where I'll kind of like narrow down to maybe 3 or 4 different channels, and that's all I watch, and I just can't muster interest in everything else, and then eventually I'll gravitate toward other channels. But there were a couple months where I just watched like Go Herping, Oni Plays, and just like murder trials, which I watch all the time. And so I came back to a couple of these channels, including the woman I watch who does her makeup and talks about true crime stuff at the same time, probably Bailey Sarian, but other people probably do the same thing now. And she had like 200,000 subscribers the last time I watched her, and then she had like 1.5 million when I came back. And that happened, okay, this color is too warm for my hair, but it's okay. Better to have eyebrows than none at all. It was just so baffling because I would go away and come back and people would suddenly be, I don't want to say household names, obviously 1.5 million subscribers isn't anywhere near that level, but, you know, these people who had smallish channels, all of a sudden everybody, and that I kind of like talk to on the internet, knows who they are, and everybody has like merchandise and shirts and loves them, and it was just baffling. Like, it's really cool to see people I've always liked getting popular, but it was so jarring to come back to see people having tripled their audience sizes. And I wish I had been more motivated during like the beginning of the lockdown, because obviously my channel growth wouldn't have been like 500,000 people, but everybody was looking for stuff to do. Everybody was looking for stuff to watch to keep occupied. And if I had been making videos more consistently during that time, I know this little channel would have grown more. But I was just not motivated, and I just didn't do it. So it didn't happen, and that's just all there is to that. Where's the, where is it? Oh no, Mira must have taken it. Okay, so I have this brush that's this weird coarse spirally thing. And Mira likes it, and she likes to eat it, so she probably took it. The same thing is on here. It's not like a pipe cleaner. It's weird. It's a spool. It's eyebrows. You do eyebrows with the spool thing. I'll just use this one. Okay. That's just gonna have to do, because I'm getting really off task, and I need to look not horrifying to go out in public. I don't need to look phenomenal. So I'm just going to try to streamline the process here, sort of get back on task, and then just, just go away. Oh my god, hi Mr. Catalina. Yes, we are doing makeup tutorials, which none of my audience cares about because it's like 80% dudes who just like to listen to me talk about anime and kind of current events, but I always have a bunch of free time when I'm doing makeup, so I just sit down and put shiny things on my eyelids while we chat. So, yes, thank you, Dollar Bill. I like Side Quest. I'm really proud of it. I think we're gonna have a great season. Hi, your boy Pat. The old Medusa was hot too, but Athena made her ugly due to jealousy. I remember almost nothing about mythology. I studied it. I took a class on it in high school, and it was really interesting, but giant chunks of really interesting information my brain just discarded. I don't know why. I really don't. But it just kind of did. Mad Matt said, I shampoo my beard, makes it fluffy on the outside and silky smooth on the bottom layers. That's my beauty tip for the guys struggling with winter beards. Well, I get like 2 hairs here sometimes when my hormones act up, and I don't shampoo them, but I don't know how to relate to that sentiment anymore. But thank you for sharing. Hi, Ryan R. Oh my god, debauchery. Chat-Mort, how did you escape your cage again? I don't know. It just kind of happens sometimes. Every once in a while. Whoa. Oh, frick, it jumped again. Frick, man. Oh my god, I'm so behind. Help. I'm sorry I'm gonna miss so many of your messages, you guys. I have to skip a few. Everyone's simping for Modern Medusa, which is completely valid. Hi, Sardi. Hi, Joey Jojo. Hi, Cannibal. Okay, I can say your name. I can do it. Cannibal Man Cold Steel in Foot. Hello. How are you? I'm not bad. I've got caffeine in my system. I've got my MHA cup. I need to get more coffee because they went back to their dark again. No. Steve Rambo, probably not the Steve Rambo, donated $5. I wish it was the real one. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. Oh God. Did I close my Streamlabs? Let me open that up just to have it up. Thank you. Thank you, Steve Rambo. Thank you. I'm fine. Okay. I hope he's doing well. I really hope he's doing well. One of the things I thought about is if I ever become like a multimillionaire and I have a giant mansion, I want somebody to paint me a gigantic, like, picture of Steve Rambo. And I want it to be like multi-story high. And I want it to be in the huge opening area entryway of my house. Someday. Hi, Aqua Medulla. I'm not bad. How are you? And hi, Orla Seraph. I need to stop. I keep doing that because when I talk too much, my mouth gets all foamy like I have rabies because I'm not accustomed to talking ever. But yeah, I'm still kind of stuck on that whole comment about something about a ginger juggalo with massive hooters. I am imagining respectfully, as the kids say. Yeah, Ryan is mentioning Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I have a lot of respect for people who deal with that because it's such an oddly unique condition to have. And I have to smell it. It smells good, okay? It smells a little bit like chocolate. I promise. I'm not crazy. I'm smelling my eyeshadow because it actually smells good. I'm not crazy. I promise. Okay. I need to put colors on my eyelids here. I need to get back to work. I've done almost nothing. Oh yeah, also I have I have colored contacts in, but as you can see, they like the top half is blue and it blends into pink at the bottom. But they like swirl around on my eyeballs and they are never symmetrical and I look crazy. Here, let me see if I can fix it. Oh, my finger is cold. All right. If any of you don't like people touching their eyeballs, look away. I just wish they would stay like this. No. Yes. Like that. Like that looks cool. It looks like a gradient, like an anime like Grimgar or whatever, or ReZero with like way too much detail. It looks like their eyeballs would look, like a pretty gradient and shinies and whatever. If they would just stay like that instead of one of them going upside down in the next 35 seconds, that would be ideal. But, you know, it's just not how life works. Anon said a whole bunch of Antifa accounts got mass banned. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Things are getting kind of crazy and it's not, you know, it's not going to adhere to any one political affiliation or party. Everybody should be, I'm saying this on YouTube, like I'm not going to get screwed over in the end for it, but everybody should be wary of these giant corporations. Everybody should be wary of the fact that Silicon Valley basically, you know, deems certain people worthy of and safe enough to have the ability to speak on their platforms. Everyone should be very wary of that, you know? And that's what I have to say about that. I have cat hair in my eyes, which is a shock to no one, excuse me. Pardon me. But yeah, how are you guys doing? A few of you answered. I hope everyone's well. Oki said, wait, is it the fate of every female YouTuber to be oh my god, YouTuber to become Pokimane? I don't know. I kind of hope not. No offense to her, but I would rather be me than her, I think, at this point. If she would rather be her than me, likewise, understandable, but I think I would rather be me. Okay, your boy Pat said beauty true crime channels have taken over. That's interesting. It's such a peculiar combination of things, you know? It's like a niche that people didn't even realize was there. It's one of those things where, like, until you mesh the two things, you have no idea that they would be good together. Like the peppers and the chocolate thing that happened. I still don't understand that. I have an issue with processing sensory input, and my brain just kind of blue screens if I eat something spicy and something sweet together. I can't mesh those different categories of flavor in my mind. Salty pretzels are an abomination. Anything sweet on like pizza, an abomination. I can't. Sweet, salty, and savory. Separate but equal flavors. Imagine if Undoomed got that many subscribers. How many does he have? I haven't watched him in a while. I believe he kind of started doing some documentary type things. Aquamadula said, better to have eyebrows than none at all. Morty preaches the truth. Well, yeah, and I know I do my eyebrows a little too dark. I know they kind of like border on Vegeta eyebrows or something. But I'd rather look like Vegeta than Gaara. I'd rather be able to emote than look like I have no eyebrows at all. Because I've always wanted to look like an anime character. That's why I started doing real exaggerated, almost drag queen level eye makeup in high school. In middle school, because I wanted to look like an anime character. And most anime characters, have eyebrows that allow them to emote in exaggerated ways like I do. So, Cannibal Man said, I used to watch Rob Dyke, aka Rob Gavigan, before he gave out a political opinion. Yeah, I loved him. I used to watch him quite a bit, and then it just kind of, I don't know why, but I just kind of stopped watching him. It's not that I disliked him at all. That dude, good God, he has the eyebrows of a god. His eyebrows are incredible. I watched him, and then he did that competition to see if any other, what was he? Horror / true crime / just dark things. I don't even know what genre he really did anymore. Mostly crime stuff, I suppose. He did that competition, and then Kaylee Elise won it. Kaylee Elise, and I adored her channel. I adored her, and I adored her channel, and then after a while she just went off to do other things, but she was phenomenal. She was so talented. I adored her. But, oh my god, I'm so far behind. Aw, jeez. Oh god. Oh, somebody mentioned the mask. Cats taking brushes, ugh. Yeah, I wish they wouldn't do that. They're not edible and they can't be good for you. Something about juggalos. You're going to be wearing a mask anyway. Well, yeah, so it's like I don't have to do lipstick and stuff down here because my giant chin, in case you guys haven't seen my profile, any of you, I could kill a man with my chin if I go in to hug him and I'm not cognizant of where this is. But if I put makeup on my chin and then wear a mask, it goes bye-bye. What else? How do you say your name? Archibald is here, everybody? That's how you say your name, right? Hello. Welcome. I hope you have a lovely stay. Condition your beard, too. Sometimes I wish I had a beard. Thank you, Mr. Catalina. Hi, Officer Gex. I've seen you around. Have you watched any of my streams before or said anything? Oh dear. Okay. Oh, RJ said, who's Steve Rambo? I'm not ready to have that discussion. But I also don't... You know how there are things that you're like, well, I really don't want to be the one to have this talk, but I also don't want him Googling it. I mean... Okay, I'm I'm lost in thought. I was like, realistically, I don't think traumatized would be the reaction I would have if I Googled some of his prior body of work. But okay, I'm focused. I'm on task. Everything is fine. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah, Mr. Catalina said Steve's doing well. We talk from time to time. Kind of weird. That's surreal. That's amazing. That is so cool. I did see your interview with I can't even think of his name at the moment, but the director guy. That was amazing. And it makes me so happy that it makes them happy that there's kind of like a cult following for that stuff. It's just the coolest thing. It's really funny. Hi, Golf City, Peterbilt Confederacy 379. I am here. I'm here now, and I'm trying to do my makeup in a timely manner, and it's just not working, you know? I don't know. Just that guy over there said, I don't know why, but I find her smiling, sniffing things utterly charming. Well, stop. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's just something that I do. It just is. And I can't not sniff things. I have to smell things. Smelly smells are interesting. So, yeah, Aqua Medulla. It's interesting. Okay, so no, I know you don't care. I know you're not the kind of people who care. But Raw Beauty Christie has been one of my favorite makeup person channels. She's a really cool, down-to-earth, funny person, and she and her husband seem like amazing people, and she came out with an eyeshadow palette, and it smells good. Here, I'll show this to you without you guys having to see my computer. But it's cool because it's like there's the crazy colorful side and there's the not colorful, normaler side. And yeah, she made it smell good because she always smells her makeup when she like tests it on her channel. And yeah, so I'm glad that she made it smelly. Yeah, I don't know about all the political stuff. I don't know. I really hope that everything goes well in the future. I just, the really scary precedent of the whole like deplatforming, depersoning thing going on. It's just objectively not going to happen to far right people, or even not extreme, but just right leaning. It's not going to stop there. It's just not. And it's one of those things where intentions oftentimes are genuinely good, but a lot of these people who run these, they're not monopolies per se, but these like mega corporations, a lot of them are not going to have good intentions, and it's just something that everybody should be cognizant of because it's a scary precedent. And I know the like socialist group in the UK, I believe it was in the UK, they were able to get their Facebook reactivated due to outrage, which is good. But, I know that a lot of groups that are smaller probably haven't had the same luck. I know, like, when YouTube started cracking down on stuff, at first people were like, well, it's just far-right content, so whatever. But, like, in a weird wave of censorship and demonetization semi-recently, they demonetized a bunch of, like, LGBT educational channels as well. So, it may appear that it is targeting a specific political group, but in the end, a lot of people from all over different lifestyles, different areas of interest and entertainment that they make get affected. And it's just, I don't know. It's unnerving. Oh, did anyone see that crying tweet Pokimane posted? I don't want to be petty, but and that was very peculiar in my opinion. I know everybody's different. I don't want to be nasty because plenty of people do things that I find baffling, and clearly I do. Okay, is this symmetrical? I do things that a lot of other people find baffling, and for good reason. It's very peculiar to me. I've never taken selfies of myself when I'm crying ever because I feel so silly and hyper aware of myself and melodramatic crying about anything that if I were to take pictures, I would stop crying unless I was really, really upset about something, really upset. I likely would just stop. I wouldn't be able to keep crying, if that makes any sense, because I would feel so silly. But then I don't know. I'm hyper aware of myself in a way that is not constructive or helpful. So I don't know if that makes any sense, but it was very peculiar to me. I don't understand it, and I personally would never do that. But you know, good for her. She's doing her thing, and that's that. What else? Mort is the best chick at burping. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Mr. Cassowary said, my day has been fine. I'm getting the second half of the vaccine on Monday, and I'm trying to decide what to do with my stimmy. I see. I've got to stop saying after everything I read. I must stop. I must cease. It must end. It has to stop. The madness must stop, and I don't know how to make it because I do it without thinking. Oh, okay. Anon said wants to look like an anime character, doesn't wear a metal battle bikini. Well, no. That would be really cold and uncomfortable, and I don't really have anywhere to wear it. Where would I wear a battle bikini? I'm neither going to the beach or battling, so neither of the components that make up that garment would be useful to me. Really. Eyebrows of a god, never heard that one before. Don't pick on Krillin. I think I had a crush on Krillin for a while as a kid. I was an interesting child. Archibald said the algorithm nuked Rob with extreme demonetization. Yes, yeah, and that enraged me because I don't remember. I don't remember like what region of the world or what ethnicity his last name comes from. But because it is also seen as a slur for lesbians, I think that's why it happened, because they perceived him to have an offensive term in his titles of his videos and in his channel, even though that was his last name. They not just demonetized, but they kind of demonized him for that, which is kind of a little racist. And that's something too that kind of, it really, really bothered me. I used to play The Sims 4 a bunch. It's not a great game. It's addictive, but it's objectively not very good. All of the expansion packs are just, I'm embarrassed for them that they released some of these expansion packs and acted like they were complete. Like the total tangent, but the career one, the get to work or whatever, where you could be a doctor or a vet or something, I think. Is that the one? No, the vet comes with the pets or whatever. You could be a doctor, a scientist, or something else in the actual careers that you go to, like with your sim during the day. I bought that, obviously. Yes, I wasted the money on it. Feel free to ridicule me because that is fair. But, like, that expansion pack was skeletal. That expansion pack was, like, what you have done for a meeting, like, a third of the way into the development of the pack to show the higher-ups where you're going with it. It's just unreal and inexcusable that they sold some of that stuff as actual like $40 expansion packs, and I am embarrassed that I bought them too. I think there was like a law enforcement career you could go into too, which like I wonder if they took that out of the game or if they had to leave it in, because I'm sure a lot of people were not pleased with that at all, the fact that you could be a police officer in the game. But then if they take away content you paid a bunch of money for, people would be livid too. But I'm sorry about that whole tangent. Something that drove me nuts is that EA is just cancer. I will never forgive EA for ruining Plants vs. Zombies. I loved that game. That's one of the few games I've actually ever been extremely good at. And they destroyed it. They absolutely destroyed it. The sequel is an abomination. It's just despicable what they did to it. Anyway, I don't like EA. Nobody likes EA, except maybe people who work there who are like the kind of people who, I don't know, could be like shoveling coal and starving to death, and they'd still be like, I love my job, because they're just that positive. They're just those like unnervingly positive people. But they when the protests and some riots were happening last year, they I don't think they added any content, but they just had like the virtue signaling, like Black Lives Matter thing that came up when you tried to open The Sims. So they're like virtue signaling, like, look, everybody, we're this giant corporation, but we're super woke and we actually really care about people. Trust us. Like this little pop up that does literally nothing. Clearly, we're wonderful, benevolent people, and we're just amazing, really. So they did the virtue signaling thing. But then if you tried to like share your families or your households or any content, pretty much every name that didn't sound like a really stereotypical white person name, like the obscenity filter would filter it out. It was so stupid. Like a bunch of different real first and last names that people would try to name their Sims and then share them on the thing where you can look at people's galleries and download their Sims in their households. Virtually everything that wasn't the most stereotypical, like, white person American name ever got caught by the obscenity filter and people wouldn't be allowed to upload it. Which is ridiculous. Like, if you're gonna virtue signal and try and act like you actually give a shit about social justice, racial injustice issues, instead of just putting up your stupid little pointless thing we have to click through, could you maybe stop acting like people are doing something wrong and being obscene by having names from other ethnicities and different backgrounds and different places around the world? That's too much. They could never put that much effort into things. They could never stop having 75% of the different names and words people put in their content to upload. They couldn't take that out of the obscenity filter. That's just silly. That clearly, it really annoyed me. It was just so ludicrous, I hate, it smells so good. I hate when these giant corporations do this like pathetic low effort pandering shit to make it seem like they care about people, and then they do absolutely nothing about these glaring issues within their own products. I hate it. I hate the hypocrisy. I despise it. It's insulting. It's condescending. Makes me grumpy. It makes me grumpy. So, yeah. That's that. People are bullying me about Krillin, I think. That's fine. But what if there's a battle to be had, said Brad Young. Hello, Brad Young. And hi, the Smoking Rat. I'm sorry I did not greet you. I don't know. I don't get in a lot of battles. I just don't. I remember when EA was awesome back in the 2000s, says Allie. Check Your Logic said if you have trouble pronouncing, it's Dr. Kiev, like Kiev. Am I saying it right? I guess. Oh, Mad Matt said wasn't really teasing Krillin, but I should be allowed anyway. The guy has all the luck, no nose, and saves him in battle. Well, I mean, yeah, like you've got to give Krillin some credit. When 18 married him, she's gorgeous. Ooh, Painkiller said EA ruined Mass Effect 3 by rushing the development and the writers to finish the game. Is that what happened with that? Because I never really looked into what happened to Mass Effect 3 and why things went the way they did with it. But I still adore the first two games. I adore the concept, and I can't bring myself to... I don't know anything about Andromeda or any of the new stuff, but just the characters and the overall, I don't want to say vibe because it's such a meaningless word. It's so non-specific, but everything about like the first two games, I just adore. I don't know how like you can't fall in love with the characters. This is where I just go on a tangent where I simp for Garrus for like 3 hours. Actually, we're going to try not to do that. Okay. I can't move too much because I got to do my wings. Hold on. Are they symmetrical? No. But did I expect them to be? Also, no. My hair is so greasy. Stop. It wasn't this bad before I put the goo foam in it. I made it worse. Oh, it jumped again. Oh, frick. Oh, rats. I'm really behind. What did I miss here? Hold on. I missed something. Okay. I don't know what I missed. I hope everyone's okay, and I hope everyone's doing well. Okay, yeah, going back to Kaylee Elise, your boy Pat said, yes, I did a video on her. She got depressed from the cases she talked about and called it quits. Ryan asked, did Mortimus Prime notice my comments while I was away? I did. What sci-fi movies do you like? Said Painkiller. My memory is so bad. It's awful. I'm trying to rack my brain. I can't even remember what some of them are called because my memory is just so awful. I love the Riddick movies, obviously. I don't know who doesn't. I can't think of the names of anything. I know that's awful, but I can't. I love the first 2 Alien movies. Even the third one wasn't bad, but I truly can't call anything to mind right now otherwise. Hi, Officer Gex. Officer Gex said, I've lurked. I was working for a while, so I couldn't see many live streams, got laid off, so I'm around more. I'm sorry you got laid off, but I hope you're hanging in there. I hope you're finding entertaining things to occupy your time with, and I hope this can be one of those things. DeGen said, could we all agree political parties remove accountability for politicians enough that they are the root of the problem? I think that's a big part of the problem. Anybody who's like, oh, all the Democrat politicians will save us, or all the Republican politicians, they're on God's side or something. You guys gotta stop. Stop. I'm sure some of them are good people, but, a lot of politicians simply are not. And I don't, I just worry about people. People can be used and manipulated when they fall for the whole like deification of politicians. No politician is above criticism, above being held accountable for what they say they're going to do, for what they do. I said do. So I don't know. Hold on. I gotta finish this. Did it work? That's not bad. I said that funny. All right, let's try this. This side is just not very good. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, I've got time. I can fix this. This is a salvageable situation. I just have to, oh my god. Oh, they're so asymmetrical. Oh my, how did it even go this wrong? I'm gonna have to use like a wipe. I'm gonna have to use a wipe to try and fix this situation here. Dear God. Okay. Excuse me. Hiya, Baden. I'm not picking my nose. Lies and slander. You stop it. What else? I'm so sorry I have to skip some of your messages. I apologize. Hi, Lance. Playing Borderlands, the pre-sequel while listening to Michelle's a peculiar experience. Thank you. I think. How goes the narcolepsy? Asked Lance. Glad you found some answer to something really scary. I need more light. I can't see what I'm doing. Hold on, I'm going to up the brightness on this. Yeah, I don't know if all of you guys saw it, but I did. Okay, whoa, that's a lot brighter. Hold on, my foot's asleep. Gotta rectify this. Ouch. Oh, it hurts. Shit. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I figured out a huge part. Oh, my hair is so upsetting. It's so, like, gooey. It's, like, cheeseburgery. It's so greasy. Okay, I'm on task. Everything's fine. Yeah, I did a video update on the whole thing about why my memory is so bad. My brain fog, my ability to focus on things is really, really bad. And it turns out I have narcolepsy. It turns out that's a huge source of all of my problems. It explains, at least in part, pretty much all of the issues I've been having with my just horrific fatigue. I'm not picking my nose, I'm scratching. There's a difference. Thank you. My horrible fatigue, my memory is so bad, short-term and long-term somewhat as well. Just the disorientation, no, I can fix this. I'm staying calm. Everything is in control. Everything is fine. All of those issues, and my, all right, that's a lot. I'll put some of that over here. A lot of those issues are being helped by the medication I'm on now, but it's just funny too, because I got on this medication for narcolepsy, and it really has dramatically changed a lot. Now, it is a stimulant. It is a controlled substance. It's only a category. Is that what it is? Category 4. Is that, what are they called? Are they schedule some, hold on. Schedule 4 is what it is. It's not like something like Adderall. The stuff that is prescribable and legal in some situations is Schedule 2. So it's nothing like that. It's a Schedule 4. It's much lower. There's much less of a risk of dependence or like brain or body damage if you, I don't know if it means if you abuse it or something, but it is still a stimulant. So that's obviously going to create some dramatic differences in my cognition, energy levels, anxiety, all that kind of stuff. But it has helped so drastically. So drastically. I'm dying, but it's fine. It's normal for me. I just wish my esophagus could be normal. Why can't you be normal? I hate it. But, oh, frick. Okay, nope, I'm staying. Okay, I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm in control. I'm staying calm. I could do that on both sides, that little line I just did. It would look cool, but I can't, so I have to try and fix it now. Great. But yeah, it's like my memory is better. My ability to just focus on things is a lot better. I can finish a sentence or remember where I was going with something better. And as bad as it is, like right now, if any of you didn't know, you can imagine it was horrific before, if this is the improvement. But I can focus on things better. Like if there are a couple of conversations going on at work, I can kind of keep tabs to a reasonable, normal amount on each one. I don't feel like I'm phasing out of reality in the middle of someone talking to me where I just can't focus on anything they're saying. I'm just a lot more alert. I notice a lot more because I'm not so drowsy and close to falling asleep that I am not really noticing a lot of sensory input. I'm just remembering a lot of things better, like just little chore type things I meant to do around the house. I'll remember that I was supposed to do them when at other times there's no way I would have remembered oh, you've got laundry in the washer, you don't want to let get gross, or you have to mail that bill out tomorrow or whatever. I'm able to kind of be cognizant of some of those things and actually keep them accessible in my short-term memory, sort of in the front of my mind. And did I start saying this already? I don't know. But my emotions are so much stronger, and stop, hair. I don't know if this is symmetrical at all, but I'm doing my best. That's all I can do. Please be patient with me and just be, can't you just be supportive? Please just be supportive. I thought it was, I don't know what I thought it was. I thought it was partially depression because yes, I do have issues with both depression and anxiety, largely social anxiety, but pretty bad depression and anxiety. I've had both of those problems since middle school, high school, age, puberty-ish, kind of around there. Those eyebrows look very different, but that's going to have to be okay. But I think part of the reason, part of what I attributed my like numbness, my emotional like almost complete numbness to, I don't remember how I started that sentence. Part of what I attributed it to was depression and the whole like dissociation thing, I believe it's called. Where I guess that's kind of like the technical term. Well, it jumped again. Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm going to miss a lot of what you guys said. I apologize. But to my understanding, to my knowledge, dissociation is the like technical psychological term for when you are zoned out, so to speak. But it's kind of something that it's difficult to sort of come back from. Like, people can have continuous issues with dissociation where they just can't focus, they can't come out of the brain fog they're in. So it's kind of the same thing as, I guess, sort of like extensive or abnormally pervasive dissociation would kind of be considered the same thing as brain fog. So I don't know. I thought maybe it had to do with that, because I kind of like guessed that maybe the reason my brain fog was so awful was because it was my mind trying to figure out how to protect me from the awful anxiety I felt for so long. I thought maybe my brain was almost keeping me in this fog, kind of zoned out, to try and keep me from feeling this anxiety that was so bad that I was having horrible medical issues from it in high school. It was my health was deteriorating. It was slowly killing me. But, you know, one of the things I had with the whole like brain fog dissociation type thing was I really didn't feel emotions. Everything was very, very kind of muted and dull and vague and felt very distant if I felt anything. Joy, sadness, frustration, even like things that I should have been really scared of. I just kind of had this vague like dread in the pit of my stomach. But now that I'm on this medication, I am shocked at how strongly I feel emotions. Shocked. Anger, sadness, frustration, joy. I'll laugh really, really hard at things now. And I'm starting to understand now that part of that issue, a large part of that issue, most of that issue, was because, see, my contacts are going different directions now. Like, the blue is down here on this side and over here on this side. Oh, God. But it was largely because of my sleep disorder I was having. It was in large part because I was kind of like half asleep all the time. I was fighting to stay awake so much that I couldn't really feel anything. Because if you think about like when you're really tired, like if you're at a party or you're talking to someone on the phone or whatever it may be, you're like visiting with people and you're getting really, really tired, things probably aren't going to be as funny or as sad. Like maybe when you first get sleepy, like I get giggly when I'm really sleepy, but you know what I mean? Like when you are at the point where you're dozing off, you're not feeling emotions strongly because your brain is like half shutting off and kind of like sinking under. I always consider like there to be a surface of consciousness and your brain is kind of like drifting under and you're kind of trying to stay above it. And that's basically the state I was in for years, close to a decade. I was just like barely staying awake. I was fighting to stay awake like you do when you're really, really tired. But that was my whole existence. And now that I'm actually awake and alert and all of my like brain power isn't just dedicated to me fighting with everything I have to stay awake, I am actually feeling really strong emotions in a way that I didn't think I would ever feel this way again, like this alert, this on. I didn't think it was possible. So I'm so sorry that was a super long answer to your question, but it's absolutely fascinating. I didn't think being on the medication would change this many different aspects of my life for the better, because I didn't realize how many different aspects of my life and the issues I was having health-wise, mental health-wise, were because I had narcolepsy and my brain isn't producing the right chemicals for me to ever technically be brain chemistry wise. I'm never really technically awake or asleep. I'm always kind of like drifting right at the surface, in and out of it. So I'm so sorry. That was very long-winded. My throat hurts. I need not coffee. I need one of my fizzy drinks here. Ugh, my carbonated, no sugar, no caffeine, no calories, no sodium, fizzy, flavory thingamahoo. I don't know much about Andromeda, really. Ben from Gulf City said, I'll sim for Garrus too. I love Garrus. I adore Garrus so much. Rat said, I enjoyed Mass Effect Andromeda, but it was not that great of a story. It was a 6 out of 10 game, but a lot tried to paint it as a 1 out of 10. Yeah, it kind of seemed like one of those things. Not to say that people's criticisms or dislike of it wasn't valid, but it did seem like one of those things where maybe there was a valid criticism and everybody just kind of like seized on it and tried to make that more of a thing than it was. Or a lot of time, a game will have flaws, and the way the developers or different people affiliated with it respond to it will amplify people's criticism of whatever that thing may be. I don't know if that was kind of the case with that, or from what I remember, and I was very much on the periphery of that whole conversation, people just picked things that were valid criticisms, but then they sort of, I don't know, amplified them and made it all they talked about. I'm not sure. So, where did Dr. Kiev's messages go? They're all gone. Where did you go? Thomas Adams said, got any books you really love? Yes, I do. I've been reading more lately. I didn't read for quite a while. Just any genre, anything. I'm getting itchy. Oh, my allergies. Okay, I'm fine. I'm reading the Foundation series right now. I've never read it before, and I love it. I've read some Asimov in the past, but I don't remember what of his I read. I think I might have read I, Robot after the movie came out. In middle school, high school, I'm not sure. But I love what I've read of that series so far. Watership Down is one of my favorite books of all time. I can't really call a lot to mind at the moment because my memory is just so foggy. It's getting better, but it was so bad for so long that a whole swath of my experiences are just they're not readily accessible for me to draw from. I'm trying to think what else. I've got a huge bookshelf. I've got 2 huge bookshelves full of stuff down here. I loved the Warriors series when I was a kid. The Harry Potter books are fine. They're interesting. The thing that I actually really like about the Harry Potter series is that the books, you're meant to grow up with the books. You're meant to read the books as you are the age of the characters at that point in the story. They go from the first book being kind of like like elementary school or early middle school reading level to the ones at the end are books for adults to read. So it's like, because the books are told from the characters' perspectives, largely you are getting the very sort of like simplistic perspective of the kids when they're like, how old are the kids? 9 or 10 at the beginning of the story, and then things become more complicated and more nuanced, and the gravity of things is conveyed better as the stakes rise toward the end of the series. So it's a series where you're really meant to read it and grow up with the characters, because the story grows up and becomes an adult book series when you get to the end. So that is one thing I actually really appreciate about that series that I've heard almost nobody talk about. But I can't call anything to mind at the moment, which is so frustrating because there are so many books that I adore. I don't know. I've read quite a few of Anne Rule's books. They're true crime books. I love her books. I have a small collection of Anne Rule's books, but I've read a ton of them. I love Agatha Christie. I love the Poirot series. I absolutely adore it. So pretty much anything by Agatha Christie I really, really like. And I don't know, there are some vampire books I like, some sort of horror books. There's a really, really, really dark series that I think it's a Swedish series. And the way it's kind of like the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series, which is fine. The books are horrifically written. The guy was a terrible writer. He had fantastic ideas for stories. The story is phenomenal, but I'm so sorry. Stieg Larsson, is that his name? The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series is just horrifically bad. The writing is awful. And I hate to say that, but that is the case. So there's this series, I think it's Swedish. And it's a 3-series crime drama, 3-book crime drama series, that kind of crime suspense drama genre that Swedes tend to do phenomenally well. But the version of those books I got is weird. It's this condensed, like, single book that's super thick, and they took out giant chunks of each of the books to make it for the sake of brevity, almost. So I got it as one book, but everywhere kind of in the, I don't know, Russia area over there, I'm gesturing as if it's over there because there's a map in my head and it's not translating well, but the actual version of these books it's much longer. It's very strange, but they condensed them all into one book and called it The Crow Girl. The English North American version of it, and it is incredibly dark, like nightmarishly dark. But I absolutely love those books. They were horrifying. They were really, really dark, but it was really compelling. And I like books and movies where the bad guys are actually evil. I don't like kind of the silly, almost pedestrian depiction of evil in like these self-important movies written by Hollywood types. I like stuff more like John Wick, or I like stuff like Whitechapel, if you ever watched that series. I like stuff where the bad guys are actually evil. I like stuff where writers, instead of kind of like woobifying evil and making it this very silly kind of mundane topical commentary, they depict real evil. Because stuff like that is far more compelling to me and far more interesting than the silly, kind of like childish, asinine way good and evil are depicted in a lot of American type media. Does that make sense? Probably. So that is a very long-winded, rambly answer to your question, Thomas Adams. Excuse me. Sharp object by the eyes. I'm out. Wait, what happened? My mascara? I'm going to have to put even more mascara on, so I apologize. It's Kiev said, check your logic. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Fireside Stream. Welcome. Media company is now control the politicians. Yes, I think so. Yes, I am sitting on my feet again because this chair is even shorter than my last one. I can't be up high enough without it. Now I have a legitimate reason for it. Ryan said, will you start streaming more so we can see Ceiling Fan Chan again? Yes, I do plan to try to stream at least weekly. And I'm going to try to be as consistent in that regard as possible. It jumped again. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm going to have to skip a bunch of your messages. I can't catch up otherwise. Hello, Doom for President. Hi, Ryan Lynn. How are you? You sound better too, said Sardi. Thank you, I think. Okay. Degen said, let's test. I'll ask you the word at the end of this message at the end of the stream, and we'll see if you remember it. Yeti. All right. I have no idea if I'll remember it or not. We'll see. Thank you, Rat. I appreciate it. Ryan said your brain will improve, and if you are on schedule for stimulants, weak sauce. Well, you say that, but I am extremely sensitive to it. Like, he started me. What? Cannibal Man ever slept on a roof before? I fell off. I was 14. Well, stop that. That's not okay. My cat is dying. He wants to come in here and he's crying and rattling the doorknob and it's very distracting. I'm sorry. Blah, 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 blah. What was I saying? Yes. They started me, the doctor started me on 200 milligrams of modafinil a day, and I was going crazy. My anxiety was so bad that I was in excruciating pain. The pit of my stomach was just, I was in horrible pain all the time from how my stomach was in knots from stress. My heart would start pounding out of my chest at the slightest stressful thought. My stomach was a mess. I was just like freaking out. My anxiety was horrible on 200 milligrams a day. So I told him that and he dropped me back to 100 a day. So I take 100 milligrams of it in the morning. And then if I needed more in the afternoon or evening, I could take another 100 because I can take up to the 200 a day. But that's what I'm on. So I'm actually extremely sensitive to it. So I don't think, I don't think I'm going to be one of those people who really soon after starting to take it, I'm going to need a higher dosage. I'm pretty fortunate in that regard. I don't think I'm going to have to be on higher and higher dosages of stimulants or something, the way other people might. Hi, the memes of destruction. Oh, it jumped again. Well, I'm catching up. I'm trying. I'm so sorry I'm missing a bunch of your messages, you guys. I apologize. Hello again. Swedes make good criminal novels. It's very big here. They're phenomenal. And there's a lot of lesbians in them. There's a disproportionate, at least compared to like American crime novels and stuff. There's a very large number of lesbians in the Swedish crime novels, which I really appreciate, I must say. Hi, Orla. Orla said 90% of mainstream media is controlled by 6 companies, most of that by 1. If anything, the government is controlled by big corporate enterprises. Media is just a tool for that. Well, that's what's so irksome, too. Just Hollywood's portrayal of good and evil is just so... Just the self-importance and delusion and how out of touch with reality they are just oozes out of most of the movies. That's why I adore movies with actual real evil in them. Like I love Seven. That's one of my favorite movies. And it's really dark. You can't just like throw it on while you're eating pizza with the family. I like John Wick because the bad guys were despicable in that. I don't mind fun movies as well. Things that are a little bit more silly with more levity, like Pirates of the Caribbean. Stuff that's fun. But this sounds so pretentious, but I tire of the very just out of touch kind of dull way that Hollywood depicts good and evil. Like, good isn't really good, and I don't mean that in some like judgmental, like trad way. But they don't... Any sort of dichotomy between heroes and villains is incredibly dull. So I really like movies and books that are made by other cultures where Hollywood's just obsession with the mundane doesn't like infect everything, sort of. The memes of destruction. I think you mentioned this before, said XX Mrs. Memes had narcolepsy. She would sleep 18 hours a day before she got modafinil/Provigil. That's crazy. I know you mentioned that she had a sleep disorder or something, and that's awful. I'm dying. My throat is so dry. I used to sleep like 13 hours a day in high school, and I actually failed a class. I was like a straight A student as a kid, up until my depression started getting really bad in 7th grade. I got my first C then, and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. This is horrible, because I'd never gotten a bad grade before. Okay, I'm going to start putting my jewelry on, and I'll put my fake eyelashes on if we're feeling ambitious, and then I'm going to leave. But, yeah, like I was first put on Paxil, and Paxil helped with my depression, but it made me so tired I wasn't functioning. And I actually failed a class because I was falling asleep in the class, and I had so little energy that I would get home from high school and I would just sleep until the next day, and I still wasn't rested. So I didn't have time for socialization. I could hardly stay awake enough to do my homework in that interval, and that's not, you can't live like that. You can't function like that. Then I switched to Zoloft, which was a little better. Then I switched to Wellbutrin, which works really well for me. Yeah, but there was a time in high school when I was a teenager where I was sleeping not 18 hours a day, but if I could have, I would have. If I didn't have to go to school and be a functional human being, and if I didn't have like 3 energy drinks or a 2 liter of Mountain Dew to get me through the day, I probably would have been sleeping 18 hours a day. It's just awful, and I think the implication is that she's doing a lot better. XX Mrs. Memes. I really hope that's the case. But, it hurts. I can do this. I've only had my ears pierced for like a year and a half, so you must be patient with me with these things. This isn't in the earring, right? This is over here. Okay, all right. I'll have to pull my headphone out through the earring. It's hard to get masks on over the hoop earrings too. Like you have to decide, do you want the mask to just smash your earrings down, or do you want to put it behind your earrings? These are issues that very few people have, but I do. RJ's feet fell asleep. I'm sorry to hear that. It smells good. Look how crazy my contacts look. The blue parts are both on the insides of my eyes now. Just keeps happening, man. It's gonna keep happening all day. It's really tragic. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I feel like I'm making struggling sounds like when you're on a hook in Dead by Daylight. So that one sound sounded like. All right. I mean, that's basically the level of turmoil I'm in right now, you know. Just about. Nothing hyperbolic about that. Not at all. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I was saying something. But, no, I didn't mention this recently because I haven't streamed recently. I haven't streamed since I got my diagnosis, I don't think. But something very interesting that I found out is that I am currently on Wellbutrin. And Wellbutrin actually helps with one of the everything's falling. One of the effects of narcolepsy that you can have. If I've told you guys this before, I'm so sorry. I don't think I did. Excuse me. I'm dying. But I think type 1 of narcolepsy is with cataplexy, and type 2 is the rarer kind that less is known about without it. Cataplexy is something that narcoleptics have, where if you experience strong emotions, you collapse. Not like you faint, but you lose the strength in your limbs and collapse. And I think it usually happens when people are laughing really hard, but for me, I had really bad depression, so I really wasn't laughing much at all. But my doctor asked me if like my limbs ever got weak, or I felt like I was going to collapse, or if I had ever collapsed during bouts of strong emotion. And when I've gotten really, really angry or really anxious or upset, that has happened. I have kind of collapsed. Okay, yes, I already said I haven't heard you talk about this. All right, and put the fake eyelashes on, and then I'm gonna head out. So, yeah, I'll have to cut this short, unfortunately. But that is called cataplexy, and it, most narcoleptics have this, but some do not. And it's so fascinating. It blew my mind when my doctor explained to me why you have this. With sleep disorders, you are, I explained this in my last video, so I apologize if you guys saw this, but you are, Jen said something I recently found out is that I'm on Wellbutrin. I know. I started out that whole explanation with very, very strange framing. I realize that's really funny. But, so with any sleep disorder, to my knowledge, because your brain isn't making like the correct amount of those chemicals that constitute as you being awake, and doesn't like shut off the correct ones when you're supposed to be asleep, you're basically like floating in and out of consciousness all day. It's like if you're in quicksand and you're fighting, like you're clawing to the surface all day. You're fighting to stay conscious as it tries to suck you under at random times throughout the day. And interestingly enough, narcolepsy goes hand in hand with insomnia, because it's not just that you're always falling asleep, you know, it's not that you're always being dragged under. It's that because you're chemically, it's like a light switch. If a light switch is stuck like this and it could go on or off at any time, kind of is how I would describe it, where it can flick off, but it can also flick on. So you're always floating just below the surface of consciousness when you're asleep too, or far more often than is normal. You're not sleeping deeply. So instead of it just being a problem with sleeping too much or sleeping too abruptly, it's really a problem of being kind of like floating, drifting in and out, like above and below the surface of consciousness all the time. So, all right, hold on. Let me try and stick this on while I'm talking. It's probably not gonna go well at all. This is hard to do even when I'm not talking. The eyelashes thing never gets easier. All right, that's a lie. It gets a little easier the more you do it. They look cool, but my God, is it a lot of trouble to get them on. All right, I think I got it. Woo, that was neat. Let's see if I can get the other one on. So the reason you get cataplexy when you have a strong emotion is because your brain doesn't know whether you're awake or asleep. Well, look at that. Oh, I didn't realize these were big ones. Oh, that's so swoopy. I like it. Yay! Eyelashes. Okay, I'm very distracted. There's a lot of cat hair on this. Okay. The reason you will like collapse and you lose all the strength in your limbs when you feel a really strong emotion, it just blew my mind. It was so interesting, is because your body thinks you must be dreaming to be feeling emotions that strong. So it paralyzes you. It thinks you're in REM sleep, so it paralyzes you because it thinks you're in a dream and you're going to hurt yourself if you move. So that's why people with narcolepsy, when they like laugh really, really hard, or they get really happy or really, really angry about something, they'll just like collapse. Like their limbs will, like, you lose your muscle tone and you lose all your strength in them. Because your body thinks to be experiencing emotions that intense, it must be because you're dreaming. So it tries to put you into paralysis the way you are in REM sleep when you dream. That is the most fascinating thing I've ever heard. That is the coolest thing. It just blew my mind to hear that. And the reason I went on this incredibly long, rambly tangent that took way longer than was necessary is because my doctor asked me when he explained this to me after I got my diagnosis and went back in, for the follow-up appointment after the sleep study. He asked me if I'd ever had any scary cataplexy events while I was driving. And I said, no, I haven't. And when he looked at my chart again and saw that I was on Wellbutrin, which is, an antidepressant, and he said, Wellbutrin is one of the medications that, because it suppresses REM sleep. A lot of antidepressants cause sleep disorders because they suppress REM sleep. He said the Wellbutrin probably it definitely helps. It definitely suppresses the instances of cataplexy. And he implied that I might be dead or I might have hurt somebody really badly if I wasn't on the Wellbutrin. So this antidepressant quite possibly may have saved my life or saved me from severe bodily injury and protected other people too that like would have been driving at the same time I was, which is really freaky. It's just scary to know that I had that condition and had no clue. And I'm just, my mind is just blown. I'm so grateful and I'm so amazed that I was able to get an accurate diagnosis and get help. And that's really bright. It's just, the changes are immense and just mind-boggling. And I am so incredibly fortunate that I was able to figure out what was wrong and get it remedied. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting, isn't it? It's kind of fascinating. Hold on. I'll see what you guys said a little bit here. I'll stick my eyelash on. Then I'm going to go put real pants on, not pajama pants. And then I'm going to go away. And I hope you guys have a good day too. People are talking about villains. Gotham. See, now I don't know how to pronounce her name. Is it Kamala Harris or Kamala? Because I thought Kamala was the correct way to pronounce it, but all the newscasters and people are saying Kamala. And I didn't think that was right. Aqua Nadula said Morty panicked over getting a C, whereas I would be happy to get a C. I'm sorry. Orla doesn't have her ears pierced. You tend to avoid jewelry because you stim with it. Like I've ruined a lot of necklaces by putting them in my mouth. Aw, that's funny. I usually don't put necklaces in my mouth, but like I'll be playing a game with somebody or I'll be on a Discord call and I'll realize I have my headphones in my mouth like that. That makes it look like an IUD, putting it like that. But I do put stuff in my mouth a lot, which I really shouldn't have said because that can so easily be taken out of context. Oh dear. Well, but anyway, that's my interesting story. So, oh my God, it jumped again. It shows me like 12 messages now that wouldn't show up before. Kamala? That's what I thought was correct. Wait, it rhymes with llama. I don't. How can that be? Are they?
It's comma, as in like a comma.
Yeah.
La.
Well, that's what I thought. That's not what the newscasters are saying. They're all mispronouncing it.
Pronouncing her name. Even Biden says it wrong.
Wait, that's really bad. They shouldn't be doing that. They should know better. It rhymes with, I'm just going to say it rhymes with llama, and I'm just going to butcher it every time I say it to where people don't even know what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah. Orion Lynn is painting minis. I see. I don't mean to pick on you guys who are just more lurkers. Okay. All right. This is the last hurrah. I wanted to say the big hoo-ha, and that is absolutely not the correct term. That's not a term. That's not a thing. All right, the grand finale. Let's see if I can do this. And then I can go put dry shampoo in so my hair doesn't look like I haven't bathed in days and days and days. Okay. How far is this on my other eye? Okay, that's like that. So it's pretty far up. Okay, stop, hair. Get out of here. Everybody, no F's in the chat yet. Get your F's ready. But, hi, Kaz. Yes, I am still going. I'm going to leave very shortly, though. All right. Have the F's at the ready, just in case. Put that there. Put that, there. Whoa. Whoa, I actually did it right. Oh. It actually looks symmetrical too. Because normally I put one like way in the middle and one way out, so it looks really weird. Looks like different kinds of eyelashes or something. All right, that's cool. Now my eyes look crazy because the pink is on the top and the blue is on the bottom. So, thank you guys. I believe in you, Michelle. I appreciate that. F. Doomed. You guys are awful people. Yo, dog, I heard you like eyes, so I put some eyes on your eyes. Hell yeah, brother. I did it, you guys. You didn't get to watch me fail. At least not at this. Not today. Not today, Satan. Do you think Satan cares when I get my eyelashes on wrong? I feel like that's probably not. That really doesn't count toward anyone or anything on the battleground of good and evil that goes on in everybody's little heart in their little household. I really don't think anybody of consequence cares. Oh God. Oh, okay. Here's where the failing happens. My eyelashes are not supposed to look like a cricket is trying to crawl out of my eyeball. They're supposed to be separated and fluffy and lovely. All right. All right. And then, all right, sisters, the last step is that you have to put more mascara on, even though you already put a bunch of mascara on, because somehow that makes the fake, enormous, clearly fake eyelashes look like they're real. Uh-oh, it came unstuck on this side. Ah, frick. Huh. Oh, frick. Oh, no, it's still wet. It's still wet. I can still stick it on. I'm just going to hold it. And I'm also going to take the glue along in my purse just in case I need it, because I probably will. Yes, more mascara. There's never enough mascara. You know how alarming it is when you first start wearing mascara and it feels like there are spiders on your eyelids? Like you can see there's something up there that shouldn't be up there. And it's very disconcerting. Oh, yeah. Okay, I literally thought, not today, Satan, even as you were saying. That's awesome. Beat Team Rocket. I love Team Rocket. I love Team Rocket so much. Oh my God. Hi, Gonzo Duke. I'm following your instructions, lol. Your eyes better look like giant fluffy abominations by the end or you did it wrong. Okay. Cass said this is why I don't wear mascara anymore. It's so easy to look like there are crickets crawling out of your eyelids. It's a delicate balance and I am anything but delicate. Okay. Hi, Assassin. Thank you. Have you been practicing your dominance? No, I haven't T-posed in a long time. All right, one last time before I go, I'm going to try and fix my contacts so they don't look wonky and horrifically asymmetrical. Also, if you don't like people touching your eyeballs, everyone look away. I totally forget to warn people about that. Beautiful. See, that's how it's supposed to look. It looks more normal with the dark part at the top. And I have to make the face. If I don't make a stupid face, it doesn't work. I don't know why. I don't understand it. Okay. Oh, my eyes are watering now. Look! See, it's neat. It looks... This is how it's supposed to look. I need to hairspray my eyeballs so my contacts don't spin around in them. Jeebs, spiders on your eyelids are terrifying. Yeah, it's kind of uncool. It's kind of not... I'm not into it personally. I'm just not. Oh, you can't wear contacts? I know a lot of people who just can't. Their eyes are just too sensitive. It took me a lot of practice to be able to handle it, but now I can touch my eyeballs. And I accidentally... Sometimes I forget that I don't have contacts in, and I just touch my pupil, because when my eyes start getting dry and I have my contacts in, I touch my contact and I pull it off of my eye. So fluid can get on that spot before the contact moves back to where it naturally sits. So, I've done that before. I forget that I don't have contacts in, and out of habit, I just touch my pupil, like to move the contact, and I'm like, oh God, oh, it's very jarring and unpleasant. So, your eyes look cool. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Please don't hairspray your eyeballs. Fine. Whatever. Or just take your eyes out and swap them then. I can't. That would be cool. But I just can't. Why did you F? What did I do wrong? Use Acme eye spray to secure contacts for all your eyeball needs. Yeah. All right. Oh, I still have that titty bot thing in my message requests. I see some other stuff in there. What is happening? I think I'm getting unfollowed from people without my consent. I don't like that. Well, All right, you guys. I am going to head out pretty quick after I do my like 10 minutes of goodbyes. I have somewhere to be. I'm looking fun and funky, fresh and fabulous, as the kids say. I've got my cool fairy ring thing on. I've also lost a bunch of weight on modafinil. It's very weird. It's kind of scary. I'm gonna have to like work on eating more protein so I don't just waste away. You made me laugh out loud with your response to not hairspraying your eyebrows. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah, I know you guys deactivated. Yeah. Everybody's going to places other than Twitter, which they should do, because protect your brain. What's the word, says Udagens. Somehow, I remember. The word is Yeti. The word you gave me to remember. Yeah. YouTube subscribed to Ranting Monkey and Becca Furl, I don't know how to say her name, for me. Really? Well, Monkey's good to be subscribed to. I've only ever been unsubscribed from like 2 people, I think, that I know of. I don't remember who it was either, but you're always fabulous. Thank you. Probably drink protein instead of eat. Well, all right. Whatever. Okay, Assassin, I will practice my dominance. I will randomly T-pose at people in public today. They will cower in fear of my awesome might. Yeah, I did remember. My memory is getting better. It really is. I think you guys will notice a difference as I get back into making videos and streaming. I won't be just like struggling to get out a sentence or a paragraph. So I unsubscribed. Sardi, how could you? That's not very nice. All right, you listen. Okay, Kiev is pronounced Kiev, and fairly is pronounced fairly. Thank you. I appreciate it. I needed it. My armpits are sweaty. Also, my armpits and my feet are sweatier on this medication, which I don't appreciate. I don't like that. I don't want that. Who would want that? I wouldn't, and I don't. Okay, tangent. I'm not on task. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everything's going all right. Kaz is pronounced Daz. That's fair. Jen said my favorite example of seeing the power of T-posing firsthand was seeing someone T-pose a wine bottle open. Do you mean the little man? Do you mean the little man that you screw into the cork and then he T-poses and you push his arms down and it pulls the cork out? Because I love the little man. Like, I refuse to acknowledge that any other kind of like bottle or cork openers exist. Just the little man. I love the little man because he goes, "Yay!" when you open the wine. I'm okay. I promise I'm okay. Yeah. You remind me when you want to brainstorm ideas. Thank you, Assassin. I will. I appreciate it. No, the person actually T-posed over a wine bottle and it opened. Whoa. Yeah, I have many questions. Many questions for another day. What was I gonna say? I don't know. But thank you guys so much for stopping by. I really hope this added some levity to your day. I hope everything is okay. Please remember to stay positive and do a little bit of your hobbies, and don't dwell too much on all the crappy, awful stuff that's going on in the media. Because it's effortless because they shove it down your throat all the time without consent. So make sure to, like, you have to go out of your way and be proactive about doing things that make you happy. Listen to an old CD you like, a book, watch a movie, get a snack you haven't gotten in a while, ice cream or something from a store or a diner you like. It's your responsibility to work to counteract all the stressful, negative crap that's going on. Yours. And I will hold you accountable for it. So do something that makes you happy today, that is cathartic, something like that. Or else I will inflict great bodily harm on you. So, yeah, I hope you have a good day, you guys. What is the shilling stuff? Like, subscribe, share, I don't care, whatever. you know, things if you feel so compelled. And I will be back. I will stream again in a week ish, and I will try to get out a scripted video very soon. So, yeah. I don't know. I gotta go put more deodorant on and leave. So, I'm out of things to say. I'm just procrastinating because I don't like goodbyes. I don't know how to do it. I'm out. I'm out of things to say and do. I love you guys very much. Platonically, whatever. I don't know. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna hit the bye-bye button now. Okay. Oh, bye. Your stream will stop immediately and you will no longer be live. I don't like that. This is hyperbolic, catastrophizing language, and I don't like it. You don't need to remind me. I know I'm leaving. I know the people are going away. I know I'm going to feel a crushing sense of loneliness and abandonment when I end the stream. You don't need to tell me that, YouTube.